Learn everyday minimal makeup. Hi friends, it's Katie, makeup artist and founder of beautyintheboutique.com. I'm going to share with you my top tips for getting a perfected look to your makeup, but without wearing a ton of it. First thing we're going to do is apply a primer to my face. If you've ever found that your foundation or your concealer wears off within a few hours and it almost feels like, do you know, my skin has actually eaten the foundation off my face? That likely is true. I mean, it doesn't actually eat it as such, but your own natural oils in your skin breaks down the foundation and the concealer and it kind of just disappears into nothing. And the reason a primer will help your foundation or your concealer stay on longer is because it acts as a barrier between your skin and the makeup that sits on top. The primer that I'm going to be using today is this primer. It's especially designed to plump out the skin and also diffuse the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So it leaves my skin feeling really nourished, really plump and youthful. And your foundation and your concealer will go on smoother and it will look more professional. I will apply this all over my face. I'll be quite generous with it. Take it down a little bit on my neck as well. And I'm just gonna let that soak in for a few moments before I go on to the next step. Whenever I go to a lovely sunny place and take some time off work, I always feel like, oh, I don't need to wear so much makeup because my skin just looks more glowy. Now, there is a reason for that, the sunshine and it giving us a slight warmth of colour to our skin tone. Now, I say, rather than kind of put up for the rest of the year when we're not on vacation or holiday, let's cheat that look by warming up our complexion with fluid bronzer. This is an Instagram filter in a bottle. And what this does is it warms up the complexion to look like you're rested and glowing. You look just fresh and healthy. By adding warmth to our skin, we will normally find that we don't actually need to wear as much foundation or concealer. A few drops onto the back of my hand. Then with my clean fingers, I'm simply going to massage this in all over my face. It doesn't feel like I'm actually wearing anything. And this shade is really clever because it adapts to your skin tone without looking fake or heavy. This is a wash off tan, so it doesn't last. You can just put it on and wash it off at night. It's just a very subtle, sun-kissed glow. Now I'm going to show you how you can wear your concealer in such a way that gives your complexion the look of foundation with just concealer. This is a great technique for when you're on the go, or perhaps you don't like the feel of wearing foundation all over your face. So to start with, we're going to apply it under our eyes, and we're just going to focus this around the inner inside corner of our under eye. Just apply the product where the darkness is. I will tap and press the concealer into my skin. It feels really lightweight. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. It feels like kind of just no makeup, which I absolutely love. Just a little touch down the center of our nose. Just by creating a touch more coverage in the center part of our face, it gives the illusion that the rest of our skin is perfected too. A little bit round corners of my nose. And if you're someone that has redness on their cheeks that you prefer not to have, then you're simply going to draw on little concealer whiskers like this and then tap in. Again, you'll notice I'm only focusing around the center of my face. I'm going to draw a little cross in the center of your chin and then tap. If you need a touch more coverage, then repeat. Just a touch to the corners of your mouth as well, because sometimes we get a little bit of redness here as well. To complete, you're simply going to draw an X on your forehead, like so, and tap. And once again, by perfecting our T-zone, it's going to give us the look of a full kind of perfected complexion. So I'm applying my mascara next of all. And this is one of my favourite mascaras because it's got such a thin wand, which means you can get the mascara right at the root of the lash, give it a wiggle, almost stamp the product onto the upper lash line. And this gives the look of eyeliner without wearing eyeliner. Press and wiggle onto the waterline. And I do that a few times and then I lift up. You'll find that if you do that technique at home, you won't get as many clogs in your mascara, and your mascara will just look a little bit more fluffy and lighter. The last thing we're going to do is to apply a bit of colour to our cheeks and our lips, a lip and cheek balm. And this one soothes and nourishes, but it has a tint of colour in it as well. Put a little bit onto my finger, put onto the back of my hand, so we don't pick up quite as much. You go down like that, and that little apple of your cheek there, tap on, and circular motions blend up to the top of your ear. And it's this sheeny look to our cheeks that makes the rest of our complexion looking really plump, youthful and rested. Finally, I will take the leftover from the back of my hand and I will apply it to my lips. You can go for a soft wash of colour like this, or put another layer on. It's so easy that you could apply this without even looking in a mirror and you wouldn't go wrong with it. So this is the finished look. This is the kind of look that you could achieve at home. It could really just take you a few minutes in the morning. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon in another video. Bye.